This morning, Brawl Stars released an article on the news tab that that fully explained their records change and the mindset behind it and what they're going to do in the future, because they said it's clear that they messed up. So we're going to start on the first page. So they're talking about how they didn't hit the mark with this latest update. They said we made some operational mistakes recently, and obviously that's all true. There have been lots of bugs, and records have not been what they wanted and what we wanted. I think we all feel like it's a nerf and not fun, grindy, basically just a worse version of Mastery. They also talked about how Ultra Legendary was kind of a little bit of a mistake. Not a mistake with the depth of brawlers and with the complexity, but just with how they released the brawlers and how they will be removing the in-app purchase early access and doing that in a better way. And so that's really, really big. And so Trunk will be the last in-app purchase brawler that'll be like that. They tried ending the Mastery event early, which they touched on here. And they said they're glad that they did that, which I agree. I think it's really, really good that they ended up not ending the Mastery event early. I wasn't able to play the last couple days, but yeah, I'm glad they reverted it. And so now they go over their goals with this update, and it's to improve the new player tutorial along with a better trophy road and with better rewards and visuals, an achievement system where the veterans could flex their skills and bring back Angels and Demons, which is still probably going to happen, then remove Masteries to redistribute its rewards for less playtime. And so I think the trophy road is a lot better. I really, really like the trophy road. I think the state of ladder is still pretty broken, but I think trophy road itself is better than it ever was. Right now, there are rewards for new players. You can upgrade brawlers so fast now, and you get so many brawlers with the rares and super rares being moved back to the trophy road. I think that's a really, really good change. And so yeah, I think they did a great job with the trophy road. I'm excited to see the lore, because right now where I am, it's just clouds, and it has been since area 2 in the trophy road. And so I can't wait to see those new visuals. I think I'm excited for the Angels and Demons event. I think that's still coming, but I don't know. And removing Masteries to redistribute its rewards, that is what we'll be talking about mainly today, and what they kind of touched on in this article in the news tab. They talk about how content such as brawlers, game modes, hypercharges, and skins is more aimed at our most engaged audience. But I disagree. I think brawlers and game modes, especially with the way they are now, being just accessible to everyone, because brawlers you can switch to immediately in the Star Road. It feels like for the past few updates, Brawl Stars has been completely aimed at the newer players, and there's no like compensation, I guess, or reward for being a grindy player. And literally you can get pretty much the same amount of rewards for logging on every couple of days or so and doing quests than you do for people like me, for other people in CGL, join the Discord server, who log on every day and want to be a part of every day in Brawl Stars. And so yeah, I disagree with that. And they go on to say they grow Brawl Stars long term by improving the game for all player types, whether it be new, middle, and elder. I recently maxed my account, so I think I'm officially in the elder category. I'm Unk, whatever. And so then they talk about how records went through many design pivots, and they went with the simplest version as possible. And so I think that kind of resulted in a not great version of records, and they didn't really. They're saying here they didn't really give themselves a chance to say that this isn't the final version, that they're still improving. And so with with our mindset as they're going to release a complete feature, then I don't know, that's different than what we saw. They say, they go on to talk about why masteries were removed, and they're saying that it's not optimal, and that it was confusing and grindy. And so I think in a way it kind of was grindy a little bit. However, I really, really enjoyed it because it gave tangible rewards that you could see, and it made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense to me, at least. I didn't see it as confusing at all. And I think masteries were great. Honestly, one of the best features in the game, and so it felt like when they removed it, it was just because they wanted to remove a little bit of progression that we had, and a major source of it, honestly. Kind of similar to how they removed boxes. So they said they didn't want to incentivize grinding, but grinding is, I don't know, one of the more fun parts of the game, especially when you can do it with friends. And when you give everyone a chance to get something without much effort, like they're trying to do here with the trophy road, and with removing masteries and moving all of it to the trophy road, then that just feels like you get on for a shorter amount of time. So it feels like they're going for like daily login, not hours played. And I don't know, that just seems weird to me, and that doesn't make sense to me as a long-term player. And so yeah, they're going to go on to talk more about records. They talked about how the potential mastery rewards that come with new brawlers also got removed, and so they're going to be buffing the Brawl Pass on the free-to-play side, which is really, really clutch. They're going to add 3,000 coins, 450 power points, and 300 credits. And so that'll be really, really, really good. And I appreciate that. But we're not even at the best part. I think this is honestly a really good article, and I appreciate them for releasing this. So you should go and read this yourself and just make sure you get a good look at what's going on. Number 2, they wanted to say that credit banking and storing is never something you want to incentivize. So they talk about how they're removing the early access money offers. They're saying they're going to bring back early access in a different way. And so I'm curious about that. So unlocking the brawler early is good. Credit bank is not coming to the game, and so they're really like cracking down. I think masteries were a really good credit bank before, and so I think that's what made a lot of people upset. That's one of the reasons I didn't like how they removed it. But yeah, so the credit bank is not coming, and they're gonna look at new ways to let us unlock the brawlers early, which is interesting. They're saying they're doing some sort of event to get the brawler early, and I'm curious to see what that is. If it's similar to the Hypercharged Unleashed, where you get to try out the new brawler, or new Hypercharge or whatever, then I would be down for that. I think that would be fun. Improving records. They said, we completely hear you on the records feedback. There's a lot we want to improve, short term and long term. Number 1, there are a lot of record rewards missing from the cut down release version you see. So they want to add more records, is what they're saying. And they also, in number 2, clarify that records are not supposed to be masteries. They're supposed to be completely different and separate. And so expecting the mastery rewards from records is just unfair, because they moved a lot of those to the trophy road. And I think that's kind of fair. But also I think it just feels like now we're grinding for nothing. Like masteries, you had tangible rewards. And like there was literally progression in masteries, and so it was worthwhile to grind in the masteries. But now with records, they are like impossible. Like I think I saw one of them. It's like kill 6 brawlers in showdown with Meeple while piercing through an environment. So like you have to get like probably 6, 7 supers, and then get a kill with it, and you don't even get any progression reward, which hurts. It just feels useless. So I like the idea of separate quests and challenges that are unique Like I enjoy where like what they're trying to do with those special challenges, but it feels like those could have just been added in addition to mastery and not instead of mastery. And maybe it could have given you, like, if you completed the challenge, it'll give you 1,000 mastery, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so Trophy Road buff, it was big. They're going to add more records in the next update, buff the Brawl Pass in the next update, which is really, really good. I'm excited for that. You will also be increasing the number of events dramatically starting this Thursday. This is something that I've wanted for a long time. This is something that I think is going to save Brawl Stars in the short term and help it gain more trust with players. Because one of the best parts was a few years ago when, like, once a month you just had this random challenge for a pin, but there were tangible rewards. Even if they were little, you would still get like 200 coins out of it, and you would get a pin or a player icon or even a skin, and man, oh man, it was fun. I remember there were days when me and Mirage, one of my best friends, we would just get on and we would grind the challenge out on like 4 or 5, maybe even like 6, 7 different accounts, and we would just have a blast. We would call and talk, and honestly, the weekend challenges were so much fun, and I wish they would bring those back. And so they're starting this Thursday, which is in 2 days? Yeah, that's pretty soon. Starting with a mini community event around Mortis. Okay. I don't know what that means, what that entails. Obviously, I'm not a Supercell creator, so I don't know what's coming, but I think that could be fun. I don't know. We'll see. Mini community event. Community event makes me think, like, reach a certain number of takedowns and get something. So I'm wondering if we get a Mortis pin or a Mortis skin or something. Mecha Mortis or whatever. Unlimited lives challenge for a free skin. See, this is what I like. I even liked it. I think I liked it better without unlimited lives, when it was a challenge and you had to kind of focus up and have fun with that. But free skin, I'll take it always. Mega Pig, Mega Pig might need a little bit of a rework, because that also feels like a grind. I feel like we could bring club quests back, and that'd just be great. It's like Clash Royale, the clan chest. You just play and profit. And so, anyway. But yeah, Mega Pig, good stuff. Hypercharger Unleashed, that's exciting. I'm very grateful for that. I think Hypercharge Unleashed is one of the best events. And, it just kind of gives you a lot of progression. 25 wins for 5,000 coins. That's a pretty good ratio. More quests. Who doesn't love more quests? We get more progression. We get more star drops. We get more tiers on the Brawl Pass if you haven't finished it yet. So yeah, you can expect a dramatically increased number of events and therefore rewards. With more events, we'll also be reducing the time to get these rewards. What does that mean? For example, Hypercharge Unleashed will take a lot less wins to complete. Oh. Okay, so interesting. So this seems like it would incentivize more playing, but now it feels like it. I don't know if you get more by incentivizing less. I don't know. We'll see. The Angels event is coming on July 17th. Will only be 2 weeks instead of 1 month, but having a similar level of rewards. Okay, that should feel a lot more rewarding then on the side of Angels and Demons. Number 3. Some specific records are not great currently. Win records fall into the same issue we had with Masteries. They're grindy, and special records feel impossible and not fun. That's pretty self-explanatory, and I don't disagree at all. We'll be looking at rebalancing a number of records that feel impossible. Yeah, that's good. Still under discussion, but we'll likely replace win records from wins to getting star player. Interesting. Okay. So that could feel like even more grindy, and I don't know, they would definitely have to dramatically decrease the amount of wins you would need to get. So I'm thinking like from 300 to get the title, honestly, just down to like 75. I don't even know. That seems like not very many, but also star player, if you're not good, if you're like, I don't know, Mirage or Sam or Shadow or Fire Sky or anyone but me. No, I'm just kidding. Then it might be tough to get star players. And so then they're going to also ask the community which records they would like to see in Brawl Stars. And you can comment on this post. So go over to the news tab, comment, and let's tell them what we want, because clearly they're willing to listen. Longer term, there are system improvements we're discussing. Overall visuals, Carbon Tie. He's a guy I follow on Twitter. He has done some great work doing custom battle cards. And man, oh man, he is rocking it. He's insane. It's so impressive. Surfacing improvements such as tracking progress after each match. Yeah, that'd be helpful. Just a little bit of like, maybe even just like right above where the mastery was, and where the trophy road is now, just be like record this many wins or whatever. I don't know. What kind of rewards we want to add in the future, or replace star drops entirely. Ooh. Star drops are something I've never been a fan of. I think the golden age of Brawl Stars, and I've said this, I think the golden age of Brawl Stars was back when we had Club League and everything was like you knew what rewards you were getting. And so it was so nice just to know exactly what you were getting and be able to control what you were getting. So I don't know if replacing star drops is good, but toning down on them is something I've wanted to happen for a long time. Random rewards versus deterministic. We know the mastery and also the bling updates were two of our most praised updates we've ever had. They're going to keep going. They're kind of at a baseline right now, which is still higher than last year, but they're still kind of at a baseline. And so they're trying to work on bringing people back to the game and bringing new people to the game. And they're working on new collabs, Brawloween, and more. Okay. They go on to say this is not a balance where the community needs to be unhappy for the game to succeed. We have many examples where we've achieved both player satisfaction and business results. Random stuff is honestly a lot of times pretty fun for people. I am not one of those people. I think knowing exactly what you're going to get is the most fun and the best way to play the game. But I mean, I digress. If most people like that, then I guess I'm just in the unhappy minority, but that's fine. So, similarly to the Star Drops update, our hypothesis is that if we move resources to more accessible places that require much less effort, such as the Trophy Road, more players will stick around for longer. So again, incentivizing the Trophy Road so much is just, it feels like we're just handing out rewards and there's no reason to grind at all, because like Tier Max has never been easier. You can get trophies on trophies on trophies. I think Tier Max today is easier than like a 750 brawler before the trophy rework. I genuinely mean that. And honestly, I think if they could revert the trophy rework, I would not be mad. I think people are getting it too easy, and so now everyone is just at 1,000 trophies, and so literally every match, you don't know whether you're going to go against a pro or a noob with 4,000 trophies who had just grinded his Edgar for an hour and gotten up there. And so honestly, I don't know. I think I'm very down to revert the trophy changes. I don't think they'll do that because trophies are still so inflated and everyone would just have rank 30s. But man, oh man, that would be nice. I think win streaks also helped with that, with easy games and easy trophies. So I don't know. I have thoughts on the latter that might make it in a different video, but yeah. So anyway, last paragraph. Random rewards for Brawl are here to stay. As we do believe random rewards are fun, especially as a part of engagement, whether in the form of trophy boxes or sushi. But slapping star drops everywhere isn't the right way to do that. Now that is exactly what I wanted to hear. Star drops are every single reward. The majority of rewards in the Brawl Pass, star drops. Every win in a championship challenge, star drops. Every reward in the shop for like free community events, guess what? It's star drops. And so I think giving us tangible rewards is so nice, and I'm so excited. And they go on to say that deterministic rewards are also so nice. They set clear progression goals. We need a balance of both. We'll be adding deterministic rewards first with the straight Brawl Pass buff, and for random rewards, we'll be adding them in more exciting ways in the future. Okay, that's kind of exciting. I'm curious to see what they do with that, and just how they do that. And so overall, I'm really, really, really excited for the events that are going to come out eventually. I'm excited for the increased challenges. Well, okay, they said events, and so I took it as challenges. I hope it's challenges, because challenges are so much fun in my opinion. And so when they start doing challenges, then I will be happy and I'll be excited. For the TLDR, you won't be seeing any more early access offers for money. And so Trunk will be the last one, which was coming in August, I think. More records will be added every update, and likely more system improvements. The Brawl Pass free-to-play rewards will be buffed. Just adding in legendary brawler mastery, so we're not losing mastery rewards for every new brawler that comes out. New brawler early access design, which has more free-to-play rewards. That'll be interesting. And way more events, and therefore way more free-to-play rewards starting this Thursday. This feels like an article that, if they act on it correctly, could save Brawl Stars. I think this rewards those who grind a little bit, even with the trophies not being great. Like, we're having Hypercharge Unleashed. We're having more free-to-play rewards, which I'm assuming takes more playing, and so it rewards the grinders like myself. And so I'm just excited to see where this goes, and Brawl Stars should be in a good spot, start to get rolled out. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. This is not my normal pace of video, I realize, and I have a couple videos planned that are going to be big, but yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Christ is King, and we're serving him and him alone.